Well, hi there. We're becoming more familiar with our Liferay DXP platform as we do these exercises. They're fairly simple, but they give you a very good overview of how do we create sites, what's a public or private page on the site, what's public and private membership. So now that we've created some sites in our last exercise video, we're going to create pages for just one of those sites, the Livingston Life site. And remember that we created public pages for this site. This site is for the public to view. It's going to include articles and travel blogs. We made it a community site by default, and now we're going to add a couple more pages. So we're going to create 2 pages, and the idea is that both pages are going to be content pages. Remember, the 2 basic types are content and widget pages. What's the difference? Well, simply that content pages can do more than widget pages. They can include page fragments. And we're going to be using a banner section. So that's a page fragment. And so that's why we want to use content pages. So we'll create 2 pages and we'll add a banner to both pages. And then it's as simple as adding an asset publisher to both pages and configuring that publisher to either display web content when we're on the articles page or to display blogs when we're on the travel blogs page. If you want to take a stab at the bonus exercises, you can try editing these new pages to include various page fragments, as well as adding other widget or content pages to the other sites that we created in the last exercise video. And then if you want to try taking a hand at editing layout, you can do that as well. Let's go to the browser. We want to use this we call site selector, right? So it says go to the other site. Let's go to Livingston Life. So it has the home and the wiki page. The community website gets created with 2 pages by default, and the intranet site gets created with 3. So it's got 2 public pages that are both configured to display in that navigation widget. What do we need to do? Well, we need to add a page. We've clicked on public pages, right? That's why if we go over here, it's going to specifically say create a public page. The first one needs to be called articles. It's going to be a content page. And then it takes us directly to that page. Okay, we see that up here, articles, content page. The way you edit this is going to look different based on whether you're using a content or a widget page. So what we need to do is go over here to basic sections, and it said we need to add a banner. So we have different types of banner, but I think it wants us to use specifically just the default banner. I'm just going to drag and drop that. You could also just click the plus symbol. So we're just going to leave that there. So next we need to add a widget, the asset publisher widget, and configure it to display web content. Usually we have that add icon up here, right, for adding widgets. When you first see this UI, you might be a little confused because we do not have the add widget up here. So what can we do? Do we want to configure page? Well, no, not really. Do we want to add a section? No, not really. And then if you go over here, you'll see that we have these 4 options. Okay, we can create a section itself. We can use an existing section. So we've already added the section that we need to. So we're going to click on widgets, content management. So asset publisher is here. I'm going to drag it and drop it. Now we're going to go to the right corner of that, configure it to display not any kind of web content, or sorry, not any kind of asset, but just web content articles. Press save. There is no web content on our site as of yet. We will fix that in the next exercise. But for now, we're just setting things up. Okay, we'll just follow the same exact steps for the same site, but another page. Again, it's going to be a content page called Travel Blogs. Let's add the banner section and the asset publisher widget. Finally, we'll configure it to display only blogs. Okay, and we navigate to this web page. We have that banner sample, but no results, and that's fine. We'll go ahead and directly go over to the next exercise video and fix that up.